China built a humanoid robot and literally named it after the Terminator. But that's not all. There are robot police spheres in China chasing criminals through rivers, robots performing kung fu autonomously, and literal factories running in complete darkness with zero humans inside. Let's find out what exactly is China building with that level of success in robotics. From stumbling to backflips in 12 months. There's a company in China that's been quietly pushing robotics further than most people expected, and you've probably already seen their work without realizing it. Their robots have been all over the internet, walking through city streets, dancing, popping up on TikTok feeds like it's completely normal. But here's the part that should make everyone pay attention. Just 1 year ago, these same machines were rough, unstable, barely able to hold basic movements together without stumbling. Fast forward 12 months, and everything changed. At China's 2026 Spring Festival Gala, the Unitree G1 showed up again, but this time it wasn't a tech demo, it was a statement. Dozens of humanoid robots walked onto stage alongside trained martial arts students from the Tagu Martial Arts School. Then, with zero human control, they performed full kung fu routines. Not basic choreography either. We're talking backflips launching up to 3 meters into the air, complex spins like the 7.5 rotation air flare. Something never done before by a robot. Weapons. Training with nunchucks and staffs, wall kicks, drunken fist techniques, every move perfectly timed and synchronized, moving at speeds up to 4 meters per second, completely autonomous. Let that sink in for a second. Just 12 months earlier, these robots could barely perform a simple dance routine without glitching. In 1 year, they went from unstable prototypes to elite-level performers executing movements most humans can't do. And now, mass production is next. According to Unitree's production plans, they're shipping up to 20,000 humanoid robots in 2026 alone. For context, they shipped around 5,500 last year. That's already more than Tesla, Figure 1, and most Western competitors combined. Right now, China holds over 85% of the world's humanoid robots. Think about what that actually means. If they've already reached this level of capability in something as complex as Kung Fu, what's happening in everything else? Because here's the kicker. The G1 isn't just built for performances. These are multitask machines. The same robot you just watched doing Kung Fu on stage? You're going to see that exact model working inside factories, performing completely different tasks. Because Unitree's next big target is factory automation. And not just any factory, they want to build facilities where robots manufacture other robots. No humans on the floor, just machines creating more machines. When that happens, the scale of what China can produce will be unlike anything the world has ever seen. The robot workforce that never sleeps. But here's where things get genuinely unsettling. While Unitree's factory robots are still being developed, another Chinese company has already beaten them to deployment. Meet UB Tech, and their robot army isn't coming, it's already here, working right now. Their flagship model is called the Walker S2, and you should think of it as the world's hardest working employee. It never gets tired, never takes breaks, and never goes home because it can swap its own battery in just 3 minutes, completely autonomously. That means it can work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, non-stop. According to UB Tech's deployment numbers, over 1,000 of these robots have already been delivered and are currently working inside some of the biggest factories in the world. They can see like humans, carry heavy loads, and an entire team of them can coordinate together completely independently. No human supervision needed. But if you think a robot swapping its own battery is impressive, Limix Dynamics just took it one step further with their robot called Limix Uli. Forget just swapping batteries, Uli wakes itself up. Picture this: 18 robots sitting inside shipping boxes, completely inactive. No one touches them. The boxes open automatically, the robots stand up on their own, walk out in perfect formation, and they're ready to work. No setup, no human assistance, nothing. Limix calls it the world's first scalable autonomous deployment, and it's exactly what it sounds like. You order the robots, they arrive at your facility, and they start working all by themselves. But that's not even the best part. Uli runs on a system called HOSA. Basically, it's operational brain. You can give it a spoken instruction like bring 2 bottles of water to the front desk, and it figures out the rest autonomously. It plans the route, picks up the bottles, navigates around people and obstacles, and delivers them without anyone guiding it. And if you give it a new task midway through, it pauses, recalculates priorities, and carries on. It sees the world around it, remembers places it's been before, and gets smarter over time through continuous learning. Chinese robots aren't just catching up to the world anymore, they're lapping it. But what happens when these robots don't just work in factories, but start fighting? When robots learn to fight back. No doubt China's humanoid robots are getting scary good, but this one feels different. Meet the T-800, and yes, it's named after the Terminator on purpose. This robot doesn't assist, it fights. It punches, kicks, and dodges in real time, not following pre-programmed routines, but actually reacting to what's happening in front of it. Its moves looked so unreal when videos surfaced that the entire internet called it fake until independent verification confirmed it was genuine. According to the manufacturer's specs, its body is built from aerospace-grade materials, the same composites used in aircraft construction. Its legs generate impact force exceeding human capability. Its hands can feel the difference between an egg and a rock through pressure sensors and adjust grip strength automatically. It has 360-degree vision through multiple camera arrays, and here's the wild part, its legs come with a built-in cooling system because it runs so hard for so long that it heats up like a car engine. 4 hours non-stop, never tired, never stopping. But the T-800 isn't the only fighting robot. Meet Unitree H2, launched in late 2025. It stands 182 centimeters tall, weighs 70 kilograms, and has 31 degrees of freedom, meaning it moves with human-like articulation. At the 2026 Spring Festival Gala, the H2 performed a full sword routine in heavy armor, dressed as the Monkey King, riding on top of a Unitree B2W robot dog. Yes, you read that correctly. This robot can dance, kickbox, walk fashion runways, and perform at major live events. It ships starting April 2026 at $29,900. Now the H2 is impressive, but it's expensive. So what if you want a fighting robot but don't have 30 grand lying around? Meet the Unitree G1. Starting at just $5,900, less than a decent used car. It can cartwheel, do handstands, run on rough terrain, and shadowbox. Time magazine named it one of the best inventions of 2025. It understands voice commands, recognizes faces, and runs its own AI locally without needing internet connectivity. No cloud dependence, no connection required, just a robot that listens, thinks, and moves entirely on its own. At $5,900, China just made humanoid robots accessible to basically anyone. But here's the uncomfortable question. What happens when these fighting robots get badges? RoboCop isn't fiction anymore. Fighting robots are impressive, but China didn't stop there. They gave the robots actual police authority, and some of them are genuinely terrifying. This one is called the RTG. A giant sphere that looks like a bowling ball from the future, and it rolls straight at criminals. According to manufacturer specifications, the RTG can chase suspects on both land and water at speeds of 35 kilometers per hour and can withstand impacts of up to 4 tons without sustaining damage. It carries tear gas, net launchers, smoke bombs, and sound wave dispersal systems. It uses AI facial recognition to spot known criminals in crowds and can alert human officers or autonomously immobilize suspects. It's already deployed in Guangzhou, China, where it patrols commercial zones alongside human police. Even the UAE has placed orders. A robot ball that chases criminals through rivers and mud, China already has it on the streets. But that's just the beginning. Meet R001, China's official robot traffic officer. In the city of Wuhu, there's a police officer standing at a busy intersection every single day. Full uniform, white cap, reflective vest, looks completely human from a distance. Walk closer and you realize it's a robot. And it's been standing there all day without moving an inch, without eating, without complaining once. People literally stop their cars to take photos with it. But here's the thing, it's not just standing there looking official. According to city traffic management reports, it's connected to the traffic light system, moves its arm in sync with every signal change, spots violations in real time using integrated cameras, and calls out offenders on the spot using its own voice synthesizer. Rain, heat, midnight, 3 a.m., it doesn't matter. R001 is always there. No salary, no sick days, no attitude, just a robot that shows up every single day without fail and does the job perfectly. Everything so far has been impressive, but this next part feels genuinely different and slightly disturbing. When robots become disturbingly human, meet X-Robots, a company focused on ultra-realistic humanoid robots designed to look and act like actual people. They use highly detailed silicone skin, realistic facial features, and expressive eyes that can blink and track movement naturally, making interactions feel uncomfortably human. According to their development roadmap, these robots can display a wide range of facial expressions, smiling, frowning, even showing subtle emotional reactions that feel genuine. They're not just for exhibitions either. These robots are being developed for customer service roles, early-stage companionship applications, and assisting in elderly care environments by interacting with patients and providing basic reminders. It's not perfect yet, but it's getting close enough to make people genuinely uncomfortable. But if X-Robots made you uneasy, Xpeng Iron is about to finish the job. When Xpeng unveiled their Iron robot at their 2025 AI Day in Guangzhou, the CEO had to physically open its chest panel on stage just to prove there wasn't a human inside. Iron stands 178 centimeters tall and features 82 degrees of freedom across its entire body, including 22 just in each hand. Beyond humanoids, and beyond belief. Meet Unitree B2W, a massive industrial robot dog that received what Unitree themselves called a talent awakening upgrade in 2026. This beast can run at 6 meters per second, jump horizontally 1.6 meters, climb stairs like they're flat ground, and leap off a 2.8 meter waterfall and just keep walking like nothing happened. And then there's the one that started the entire robot dog phenomenon, the Unitree Go 2. According to conflict documentation, Ukraine armed Go 2 units with thermal cameras and sent them into trenches where drones couldn't reach. China used them in live military drills. The US Marine Corps strapped a rocket launcher onto one during training exercises. And in 2026, police in Mexico are deploying Go 2 units at the FIFA World Cup. Meet Leiyu Lumen S1. According to development reports, with over 310 million elderly people in China, it's being trained specifically to sit with them, remind them to take medicine, and respond when they feel lonely. But then they built something even more practical, the Keyia Q1. And it's not just healthcare. China is already putting robots to work in the real world right now. Meet Wanda, deployed in hotels across China, making drinks, cleaning rooms, doing laundry, even sorting waste. But here's the question that makes Western governments genuinely nervous. What happens when China starts putting all of this technology inside schools and teaching it to children from age 6? Let us know what you think in the comments, and for more such interesting videos, take a look at the channel.